We are back here. Let's play 100% free-to-play account here on Archeworld, and there's been a lot of drama and a lot of news to talk about over the last like 24 hours or so. So let's dive into that. Let's also check out here what we got in our pens. So first up, the drama. The BSLT price skyrocketed in the last like 48 hours up to, I think it was like 90 some odd cents, like 93 cents or something. Like crazy amount. It got up into the 90s, okay? And then within the last 36 hours or so, it dropped all the way down. It started crashing, right? It crashed down to as low as what I saw was like 52 cents. So we went from where were we at? We were at like, well, okay, so let's go back 3 days ago. 3 days ago now, we were at like 40 cents or 50 cents, right? And the BSLT then went up to like 90 cents. And then it crashed down to 50 cents again. So like the amount of drama going on between those two periods of times was like 48 hours or 72 hours of people like, wah, you know, I want to cash out at 90 cents, and then you have to wait the 24-hour delay to get your money out. So we actually did. We cashed out money from the accounts, from our actual main account. We didn't sell it though. We just took it out because when we got it, so it took us 24 hours and 30 minutes. So right in their time frame, what they said was fresh meat. Oh, and actually the auction house is down right now, I think. So they yeah, so it was 24 to 25 hours they were estimated on the withdrawal to your account. So during that period, we tried to withdraw. We started the withdrawal period at around 80 cents on the BSLT. When it all finally went through 24 and a half hours later, the price was around 55 cents or 60 cents. And you know, I touched on that in a video saying, at this point, this is expected, right? Cryptocurrency is incredibly volatile. So now you have to try and find out the cause and why. What's going on with the cryptocurrency? Why is it crashing? You know, is there a reason behind this? Is this just a massive dump of players leaving, or is the game company, you know, dumping their tokens? Are they selling tokens? So you have to find out the reason, because there's always something behind this. So whether it's someone dumping all the tokens, which is, you know, very possible. Someone could be an early investor, and an early get this, guys, an early investor in Archeworld is 2.5 weeks ago. Like, yeah, the game's not even 3 weeks old yet, guys. So when we say early investor, we mean like 10 days ago or 14 days ago. Like literally the only people that have not made money in Archeworld is the people that bought in like yesterday or the day before. So if you've bought any Archeworld tokens or NFTs or any of that stuff before yesterday or the day before, with, you know, 24 hours or 48 hours ago, if you held longer than 48 hours, you made money. Like, that's what is the crazy part about this whole, like, the sky is falling, like, the game is dying, sell your tokens, the crash is here thing, right? Because anyone that has held tokens longer than 48 hours has made money. Like, it started off at 3.5 cents, guys. Like, no, not many people got it at 3.5 cents. Most people got it around like 10 cents or 15 cents on day 1, day 2, day 3, maybe. But yes, anyone that has been here for longer than 2 days has made money in Archeworld. Like, this is why I laugh at the drama. The drama is so much fun. So people were like whining, complaining about the token price, right? And upset about the 24-hour withdrawal period. And yeah, you know, a 24-hour period does kind of suck. You got to wait 24 hours to get your tokens out. But these are the rules that they are playing with. These are the rules that they've provided us. Sure, the rules have changed fairly frequently. They've been doing rules change every 7 days, it seems like. So they are, you know, obviously learning and adjusting things. And yeah, we just have to, if you don't like the rule change, if you don't like the 24-hour period, just simply leave the game. That's the answer, right? If you are not happy with the project, or you're not happy with the game, or you're not happy with the rules, like, leave the game. That's the simplest, the easiest thing to do. Sell your tokens, leave the game. Like, that's it. Like, stop bitching. Stop bitching. Like, drama. I love it. So there's that big drama right there. Then they also, so let's talk about what kind of happened there. So we did a lot of research on the blockchain, right? So you can go to boroscope portal, I think it is, and look at all the transactions on the blockchain, trying to figure out what the heck's going on, why the price is going down, why the price is going up. So we did some research. We got some help from some people on Discord as well, and we found out that the reason for this massive price decrease was actually a player who had 14,000 BSLT sold everything and cashed out, right? So that was the main reason that the price crashed so much, is because someone with 14,000 BSLT cashed out and left the game. And so when someone has 14,000 BSLT, that's a lot of BSLT. Like, most people have like 50 or 100 BSLT. The total amount of like BSLT that is kind of circulating is somewhere between like 1 and 2 million BSLT. So someone selling 14,000 BSLT is a good chunk of BSLT. It's a good chunk of like circulating supply. We don't know the full actual circulating supply because like 1.3 was put into the liquidity pool, and then the amount that was airdropped, we don't exactly know how much was airdropped to everybody. They gave us the guidelines and stuff. You'd have to do a ton of like sleuthing to figure out all that stuff. So it's an estimate, right? And then XL Games does control, 900 billion or 900 million tokens. Most of those are locked up. And then we also don't know exactly how much of the tokens that have been paid for rent or have been paid for withdrawal fees. We could probably deduce the withdrawal fees out of the blockchain. Also, same thing with the auction house taxes. Like, all these things, we don't necessarily know an exact number, so you have to do an estimate. And you can find a lot of these numbers if you're really, really, really interested. And that's what the blockchain technology does, is it shows every transaction on that site. So Boroscope portal, I think it is. It will show you every single transaction of the blockchain. And it's all numbers, and it's all data, it's all spreadsheets. So you can find and you can follow all the money and see what happened. And like, that's the big utility of blockchain. It's a ledger that shows every single transaction that has ever happened and the time of the transactions. So that's the point of blockchain for those that are unaware of like, what's blockchain? Why do we use cryptocurrency? Like, that's the point. So that drama has been going on. And another thing too, so it's a psychological aspect. It's a lot to do with psychology and investing. When the price is going up in something, people are more inclined to actually buy. They're like, oh, I want to get in. They have FOMO, right? So that is a psychological thing. That's actually the wrong thing to do generally in investing. When the price is going up and skyrocketing, just mooning, like, typically the correct investment strategy has been to sell at that point when the price is just blown up. And then when the price is crashing down, the correct investment strategy typically is to buy, because you want to buy the dips and then sell the rips. That's the investment strategy that I kind of follow. So that's what I even talked about in my other video, is that when the price went so low at like the 55 or 60 cents, and I was like, do I really want to cash out? Like, no, actually, like, if I had more money available in the, in the currency and the cryptocurrency accounts, I probably would have bought. Like, I was even saying, I'm like, yeah, it's better time at this point to actually buy the currency when it has dropped down from 90 cents to 50 cents than it is to actually sell and be one of those panic sellers who is dumping the token. Unless you think the game is actually going to shit and everything has just died and no one's playing and the token is, done, right? So there's always that. Like, it all depends on what you think is happening in the game and the economy, with the updates, with the future. Like, it's all a guess. It's all an educated guess. So you always make an educated guess on things. And yeah, if it's just dipping for no reason really, like one big whale selling, that's not a real reason for the token to be dipping. And you notice we're actually just skyrocketing to the green storyline quest right now. So we're going to go just get XP and then level up and probably get to level 30 so we can start selling things on the auction house. I think that's what we're going to do for right now. So we're adjusting our strategy a little bit here in the Let's Play series. We'll come back and do some of these quests as well once we get a little bit higher in level and get our level 30 achievement at least, just so we can also do something a little bit different, upgrade these, and then we'll actually have access to the auction house where we can sell things and potentially make our BSLT. because there is going to be a lot of quests. You can see there's a lot of quests that are popping up, and we are still in very, very easy. Oh, well, so this one just changed. So this one now is deliver herbs. So if you are a free-to-play player and you're not planting your crops, you're not going to have these herbs, these 10 strong scented herbs, to give to the blue salt merchant. And so the merchant is like right here, right? Did we already do this quest? Why is he not happy to see us? Oh, do we not have them on us? Is that what it is? No, it's right there. 10 scented. So we're supposed to turn them into him. Did we already do that, guys? I forget. So drop me a comment down below. Did we already do that quest? That's one of the things I don't like about this, is it doesn't tell you like completed. Let's go look at our stuff here to see. Did we actually... Okay, yeah, remove 10 herbs. Okay, cool. So we already did that quest. But yeah, so it looks like after you get over level 20, this quest, which used to be buy potions or buy everstones, now turns into collect some harvesting materials and sell it to the blue salt merchant. And again, if you haven't been harvesting, if you haven't been using the public land, this quest is incredibly difficult because you can only harvest these crops in the public land or on private land. And as a free-to-play player, you do not have private land. So, yeah, you're going to be in trouble. This is also a nice thing to actually start doing different kind of crops. So we are now doing those pens. So we have access to, now we have some fresh meats. We got skin. We got strong scented herb. And yeah, we got those things. And we also got a bunch of soil. So we're growing our collection of items. And eventually we're going to end up selling these on the auction house. And this is why we are also going to level up. So, I mean, if you see a quest, so there's a quest over there now, you should grab the quest still. So if you see quests and they're right next to you, you should grab them. We have been slacking on this. We have not been grabbing the quest. We're just doing the green storyline quest now, it looks like. But if there's a quest around us, you should grab them, because they might be a talking quest. And it may be like, hey, go to the next town and go talk to that person, right? And then we're going to get experience points for doing something that we're already going to do. Move to the next town and get that EXP. That's cool. So pretty soon we'll be able to do the jury quest also. And I always talk about the jury quest because it's a great way to see the population of players online. Of course, the population will decrease over time. As, you know, days go by, the game will lose players. Like, everything gets boring after, you know, days and days and weeks and months of playing the same thing over and over again. So what happens there is players will slowly fall off and stop playing. The game has to do updates and provide new and unique and fun stuff for people to come back potentially. So that's why a lot of people are always complaining, like, hey, we need more stuff to do, we need things to do. They're already like bored with the game. Unfortunately, the game company doesn't work that fast, right? So they're not going to give you an update every single like day or every week, it looks like. It looks like we might get one actual content update maybe a month. We haven't got our first content update actually yet. But again, it's only been, 20 days now? Like, we're not even 3 weeks. 3 weeks is actually on Thursday. So we're at like 18 days, 19 days, something like that. So it's not even 3 weeks old and people are already, you know, whining and complaining about content. Yes, I get it. It sucks because the content is kind of farmed by the high-end guilds and high-end gear score people. So everyone is fighting over the same stuff down here. All these raids, there's a lot of them, but right now, as you can see, there's only one raid going off right now. So the only place in war is in Rockborn. And so everywhere else is empty. So all the players, and there is, you know, at least probably 3,000 people on right now. And not all of them are fighting over the raid, but a lot of them, probably 300, 400 people are fighting over the raids in this one zone. So we have a lot of people fighting over 1 or 2, you know, rift spawns and then 1 or 2 bosses. So it's very, very difficult. This also ties into like If you're not happy, quit. And that does two things. That makes the game a little bit easier for everyone else that is playing. If people do quit, the game becomes easier. There's less people to fight over the mobs for. So all the rewards here are all the same. Like, you still get the same rewards whether there's 10 people on the server or there's 200 people on the server or there's 20,000 people on the server. The rewards from the monsters are all exactly the same. So you actually, in a game like this, you want less players online so that you can earn the rewards easier. Because this is a competitive PvP game. So you actually want to play on times when no one's online. Like, so for example, if you're playing in the American servers, the American peak time is generally around like, maybe 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to like 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, somewhere right around there. And then if you play at off hours, if you play at like 3 a.m. in the morning Pacific Standard Time, you're gonna have a lot easier game than the people that are playing during peak time. You're not going to have as many people fighting over the same monsters that you're trying to farm. You're not going to have as many people fighting over the same bosses that you're fighting. Like, you want to play on those off weird hours. Like, if you play on those off weird hours, you will have an easier time at progressing your character and gearing up. It's really counterintuitive. Like, you want to play with less people. The only reason that you want people on is because you actually want to fight other people. But right now, fighting other people is actually bad. Like, you lose gear durability. You don't gain anything fighting other people. You simply just lose money, essentially, at that point. Because gear durability costs Archeum to repair. And Archeum, you sell for money. So, in a sense, you are losing money by doing PvP. And you gain absolutely nothing. The only time you gain something is if you win a boss drop. So if you're PvPing over a boss, you have to win the PvP battle, and then you have to go and be able to kill the boss, and then you have to get lucky and get the drop from the boss. So you can see there's a lot of steps, and this is why I call it a lottery to actually, earn via raiding like that. Because there's so much steps and so many things that have to go correct for you to earn money. And everything else is just losing money, losing money, losing money. So our combat level is at level 17. We'll probably have to upgrade some of our gear soon so we can start hitting monsters once again. This is the downside of actually doing the green storyline quests, is that our combat level is going to be a lot weaker than the monsters levels. And we're going to start seeing that invalid a lot. But thankfully, just by doing green story quests, there isn't that much enemies to fight. And we are all done here. So we've finished up our XP. And we're good there. And that will probably be the end here of the episode. We'll just end it. And then tomorrow when we log in, we'll go ahead and get our XP from this quest right here. And we'll talk about the other information and updates that have happened and things and all the drama that's going on. Like, yeah, this is this is the live updates series here, guys. We talk about what's going on in the economy and the game and everything. And yeah, you got to hear all my inner thoughts, my ramblings, my ranting. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. As always, this is, of course, entertainment purposes. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had fun. And yeah, we'll be getting to the earning aspect in a couple of days, it looks like. So we're at level 22 already. We need to get to level 30 to start selling things and start potentially buying, flipping items on the auction house. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.